Hey, welcome back to Fast Food and Barbecue. So today we're going to be doing baked ravioli alla vodka. It's kind of like penne alla vodka or rigatoni alla vodka, but we're using ravioli and we're going to add some meat to it. So first thing we do is we're going to do our ricotta cheese mixture. So we have whole milk ricotta cheese. Don't use skim or part skim, otherwise it's going to ruin your dish. All right. Now we have some whole milk mozzarella cheese. Like that. Give it a good mix. Beautiful. Now next, I'm going to move this aside right here. We're going to add some fresh basil. We'll get some basil leaves. We're going to kind of stack them, just like that. And we're going to chiffonade it pretty much. You know what that is? I'm going to show you. Is you take your leaves, get your biggest leaves. You can use small ones also, but basil already smells amazing. Like that and that. That one doesn't look too good. There we go. Just like that. And you're just going to roll them, just like that, and then just like that. Okay, we're gonna get that in our bowl. All right. So now, next we're gonna add some cracked black pepper, some kosher salt, some oregano, and some granulated garlic. And one other thing I forgot inside. We'll be right back. All right, so I forgot my eggs. I got 2 eggs here. You basically just crack them in there. One, just like that. I'm gonna give it a good, and give everything a good mix. These eggs in here are gonna basically help it bind up, and so it doesn't run all over the place. So yeah, so we're gonna get this all mixed up beautifully, and then we're gonna put this in the refrigerator for about an hour. Then everything's gonna firm up, and it's gonna be amazing. I also, at the end, I don't know why, I was just taught that way, we're gonna add a bunch of Parmesan cheese to this. So yeah, so that's all mixed up. We'll put it in the fridge for, I don't know, about an hour or so. And while that's in there, we'll start our sauce. And we'll see you in a minute. All right, now we're gonna make our sauce. I moved inside because it's pretty much Africa hot outside. So right here I have some 80-20 ground beef. Gonna get that in there. Chop it up, move it around. Okay. Alright, so we're going to let this brown for a few minutes, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so our meat's been going for a few minutes. Now I got some diced onions I'm going to go in there with. And I have some granulated garlic. Not granulated garlic, fresh chopped garlic. Put that in there. Okay. Give her a stir. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper, cracked black pepper, some salt, a little bit of granulated garlic, and of course oregano, because I love oregano, just like that. Alright, so now we're looking good here. So what we're going to do is, you're going to have all these little bits stuck on the bottom. That's alright. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, right here we have some, you can see it, Absolute vodka. I'm going to pour that right in the pan. and we're gonna let the alcohol burn off. If you don't drink, you don't have to use it. But if you, either way, the alcohol is going to burn off, so you don't have to worry about that. All right. All right, one more, a little more vodka. That should be good. So we're gonna give this a few minutes, let the alcohol burn off, and we'll be back. All right, now that the alcohol is burned off, we're gonna add some marinara sauce to this. I lowered the heat a little bit. A little more. This is just jarred rose sauce. It's probably the best sauce I've found. That's it. That. A little more sauce. Just regular tomato sauce. Nothing fancy. It's still gonna taste great. Alright, so we're gonna give this a stir. I'll let this go for a few minutes and then we shall be back. Alright, so sauce has been simmering for about 30 minutes or so. So right now usually calls for half and half heavy cream. All I have is half and half, so I'm gonna add a little bit to that. Mix it in real quick. Took it off the flame because we're good right now. Yeah, a little bit more, just like that. Gonna make it nice and pink. And now we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. Add as much as you want. I'm using up what I got. I got two different kinds. I've grated and I have this sliced stuff. But basically just using what I got. I'm gonna mix that in. Beautiful. I'm gonna add a little more half and half. That's it. So we're gonna let this cool for a little while before we mix it in with our regatta mixture and all that fun stuff. So we'll let that cool for a little bit and then we'll be back. Before our sauce starts cooling, I'm gonna add a few more things. I'm gonna add some fresh basil leaves. Just break them up in there. Like that. Doesn't matter if they're huge or not. It's just gonna add another dimension of flavor in this awesome sauce. Got that. That's all I have left. I'm using what I got. The rest of the basil's in the regatta and mozzarella cheese mixture. That's good. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to add some butter to it. There you go. Mix it around. So yeah, we're going to give this a good mix. Let it cool for a little bit and we'll be back when we throw everything together. Alright, so our sauce is cooled. So what we're going to do is going to get some of our vodka sauce into our bowl here. Smells amazing. Be good right there. Then we're going to add our ravioli. I half cooked them. Okay. Then we got a regatta cheese mixture. I'm going to put in here. And we're going to do all of it. Why not? Okay. Tastes great. So we're going to give this a good mix. Mix it around. Beautiful. All right. So now we're going to switch gears, get our pan ready, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're getting a little bit of our meat sauce at the bottom of the pan, just a little bit, just to coat the bottom, just like that. Then we're going to add our raviolis to it. And we're probably going to have to do two pans because we've got a lot of ravioli going on here. We'll see. Alright. Actually, maybe it'll fit the whole thing in this one, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Get the rest of these in there just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 375 in a second after we finish this. This is out. All right, that's done. Looking beautiful. We got some fresh mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella here. We're just gonna basically take off pieces just like that and go all over it. And we're gonna use it all. Okay. Just like that. All right, so that's it. We're gonna get the rest of this on. Then we'll get the oven going, and we'll be back when it's done. All right, so our ravioli's been in the oven for about an hour or so. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get the broiler going. I'm gonna throw underneath the broiler for a few minutes. So we'll see you then. All right, we're under the broiler for a few minutes. Look at that, looks freaking fantastic. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see you soon.